Today we're going to talk about the Conclave in Rome and how that is going to impact tourism, both if you're going on a cruise ship as well as if you're going otherwise. We're going to be talking about a big move that Trafalgar is making, and finally a little bit more about Sodagate, some things to think about, and it's really informed my thought process as I've done some research I want to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Tuesday. It is May 6th of 2025. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please click on that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. We talk about cruising 6 days a week, and when we go somewhere, we take you with us. So let's start at the top talking about the Conclave today. So you probably know, just from being here on Earth and watching the news, that the Conclave is due to be underway tomorrow on May 7th there in Rome. What does that mean for tourism? First of all, the Sistine Chapel is closed, and it has been closed for a couple of weeks now. They need to do everything to prepare it for the Conclave. The Conclave will start tomorrow, and it just depends on how long that process takes, how long that will last, and then it will be closed a little bit after that is completed as well, while they take everything down and get it ready for tourists again. So we don't know yet what day the Sistine Chapel is going to open again. Once the Conclave is complete and they announce a date, I'll let you know. But if you are going to be going to Rome, you need to keep a few things in mind. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you're going on a cruise ship, it doesn't matter if you're just going, flying in and visiting on your own or some other organized tour. There is going to be more tourism in Rome than ever right now, because not only do you have that Jubilee year going on, but you do have the whole very special occasion of selecting a new pope. There are a lot of people that take that journey to be there because they want to be there during the Conclave. They want to be there in St. Peter's Square when that white smoke rises and when the new pope comes out on that balcony for the first time. So it is going to be more crowded. That doesn't mean you shouldn't go. You should still go and soak up being there at such a special time. Now, I know sometimes when places are crowded, lots of people, it might be a little bit harder to soak things up. But do your best, because you're living history when you're there for these kind of things. While that is going on, like I said, the Sistine Chapel is closed, but the Vatican Museums and St. Peter's Basilica, St. Peter's Square there is still open. So you can still go see so much, and I really do think you should. And to me, it doesn't matter what your religion is, you should still go. I'm not a Catholic, but I absolutely love visiting the Vatican Museums, St. Peter's Basilica, St. Peter's Square, the whole thing. So much history there, and really so very much to see. So just wanted to put that out there for you. I'll keep you updated as we move forward with things there. Next big story today, number 2, is Trafalgar. So I might remember a few months ago when I let you know that Celebrity was dipping their toe. They'll start with 2 ships on the river, but you know who else is? Trafalgar, and they are going to be starting in 2026. So Trafalgar is owned by the same company that Uniworld is owned by. Uniworld has boutique river boats. They actually have 7 different cabin categories on their ships. So they range for your more basic with the window, clear up, to, I would hesitate, I don't know, maybe the fanciest suites on the river. They do an excellent job. Uniworld is very well known for their cruise experience on the rivers. And so Trafalgar and Uniworld are partnering on this. So Trafalgar is going to be chartering 2 of Uniworld's ships as they take a look and see how this works for them. I really do think that this is a big step forward, and it's going to be a very special one because Trafalgar is known for the land tours that they do. If you want to go on a Trafalgar tour, I'm an excellent person to talk with. I've sent quite a few people on Trafalgar tours, and they love them. I've not had anyone come back and say, didn't really like that. Don't ever put me with them again. No, everyone goes and they enjoy it. The really important key is you look, and Trafalgar offers different tours in the same region usually, so that you can kind of pick what it is that you are really looking for. But as they go and start including river cruises with their overall tours that they offer, this is going to be really and truly a magnificent way to see Europe. Like partnering up, going on a land tour with Trafalgar and on a river cruise because of the things that they are adding in as part of the river cruise. This is going to be remarkable. So if you want help with this, send me an email. I would be delighted to help you with it. So the cruises, like I said, they're going to start on April 11th of 2026. They are going to be running river cruises on the Danube and on the Rhine. So let me tell you just a little bit about it. So first of all, the one ship they're going to do is going to be called the Trafalgar Reverie. It's going to have the capacity to have 128 guests on board, and that is going to be sailing on the Danube. The Trafalgar Verity is going to also have 128 passengers, and those are, by the way, the cruises on the Danube are 8 days. The cruises on the Rhine are 10 days. And so that 10-day Rhine River cruise that's going to be on the Verity, what magnificent cruises. And they're adding in special things like I told you. They are going to include the one on the Danube there is going to include an exclusive dining experience at Austria's oldest winery, the Weingut Nikolaus. I maybe said that wrong, but I looked it up, and what a superb experience this is going to be. So if wine is your thing, it's a home run. And if wine is not your thing, it's a home run as well because of where it's located, the cuisine that they offer, and just the history that you are going to be sitting in as you enjoy your dinner there. I'm so excited. The ones on the Danube are going to go between Budapest and Passau, Germany. Passau, Germany is where we started our river cruise that we did Avalon. And so think Munich. Munich will be the city that you fly into that, and then you'll just go down to Passau to start that. And the sailing that they're going to do on the Rhine is going to be called the Best of Rhine in Amsterdam, and it is going to begin in Basel, depending on which direction you're going, Basel to Amsterdam. So Amsterdam to Basel is what Gordon and I are going to do on Viking this summer, and we are going to take you with us as we go. I am really excited to show this to you as I compare different river cruise lines. We've been on Avalon, we're going on Alma Waterways, and Viking is one that I really want to do. Also want to do Viking Oceans, but Viking, based on everyone's told me, is a great crossover from Princess. And you all know I love Princess cruises. I know a lot of you here do, so I'm so excited to try Viking. Anyway, they say that the rates for that Danube cruise are going to start at $2,799 per person, and for that amazing 10 days on the Rhine, it's going to start at $3,399 a person. And remember that that's going to be like the starting. That's going to be the room with the window. So, and by the way, Uniworld ships have everything. They have you can be doing your yoga. They have fitness centers. They have everything. And so it's all just very, very exciting. And it really shows how important the river cruise market is because so many people are trying to get in it. And like I said, Viking is so well known on the rivers, as is Avalon and your Alma Waterways as you go up to Uniworld there. Really big deal. So let me know in the comments if you have done Trafalgar. Let me know what river cruise line you've sailed on, what you thought of it, what you want to try, what you want to do, because we have a bright future together. Now, Sodagate. This maybe is going to be the last time I'm going to talk about it, but I've really been thinking about it an awful lot, and way beyond thinking, oh, I'll have to drink fountain soda instead of canned soda, because I don't really care. I am really excited to go on a cruise, meet new people, and visit beautiful places. Enjoy the ship. That's my thing. But there are a few things stood out for me. And as we have talked about, if you've got that Plus or Premier package, when you read the terms and conditions, really the terms and conditions on Princess's website, as well as other cruise lines' websites, are really important to look at because that's where you really get the outline of what's included. So for that Plus and Premier package, it talks about fountain sodas, never said canned soda. On the soda package, that does say canned soda. So if you are sailing on Princess and you have got that soda package rather than having the Plus or Premier, the canned soda is going to be included unless they make a change down the road on that. I haven't heard of any changes. We'll see what comes up. A few things stand out to me about this. First of all, one thing that stands out to me is, when you go somewhere and you order a fountain soda, sometimes the mix is excellent, and sometimes you can't even recognize what it is that you're drinking, or it tastes nothing like your drink is supposed to taste like. And so what I would do if I am on a ship, and I did do it one time, I would just go to guest services and say, or it would even be better. I did it at guest services because I tried it at all these different bars thinking it was maybe me. But where you're there, ask them to do another one for you. Maybe you just got a bad pour off of that gun. But otherwise, just ask them for another one. If somebody's in charge there, say, this doesn't taste right. Is there anything you can do about that? If it happens at lots of places, just go and ask at guest services. Say, the mix keeps being off. Can you please have the beverage manager look at this and see if they can fix it? I do think it's important to speak up when things aren't right. So make sure you do that. And I like to think that Princess will be paying more attention than ever to what those taste like. The next thing that I think is so important for you to all think about is really, and I think this really stands out to me because I've read comments all over the place, and some people are saying, well, I'm not going to cruise Princess anymore. And I think that would be cutting off your nose to spite your face, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Because you know what, when the packages said fountain soda and they handed you a can, you never handed it back and said, wait, I only qualify for fountain soda, let me go get a fountain soda. Nope, we happily accepted that can. And so to go back to what the package originally included, to me, is number one, okay. And also, I am constantly thinking to myself, and especially when I cruise on another cruise line, how grateful I am for the pricing that Princess has on their packages. I often think of like when you think of ocean cruises, a lot of times I would compare Celebrity to being something comparable with Princess. I like Princess better, but Celebrity is great. And so I looked up how much their packages cost. Their beverage packages, just for the soda package, you're going to be paying $54 a day, and that includes gratuities. And that's just for the soda package. That's not going to be including your Wi-Fi, your gratuities, or anything else. If you want the classic beverage package, that's $107.99 a day. And finally, for that premium beverage package, it's $125.99 per day. And that, like I said, does not include anything else. So if you are going, and if you look at pricing on Norwegian, they've got that more at sea now. It is their beverage packages. They say you only pay the gratuities. They are way higher than what Princess charges. Same with Carnival. Their packages are much more expensive. So if you think you're going to go on another cruise line, get yourself a beverage package that includes canned soda. You can, but you're going to be paying a lot more for it. So just throwing that out there to save you a little bit of money along the way. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. The last thing I want to say is it's my friendly reminder that I am constantly having to give myself to remember how blessed I am to be able to go on a cruise, to be able to travel at all, and really where the happiness lies in going on a cruise. Number one, you have to find your own happiness. No one else can make you happy. You have to find your own happiness. But when you go on a cruise, really the joy is in meeting new people and the places you visit. And meeting new people includes the crew, it includes your fellow passengers, it includes the people that you meet and the places that you visit. And so when you really, and getting to go with your family, getting to go with friends, making new friends, that to me so much outweighs a can of soda or a glass of soda that it kind of makes it seem insignificant. So while we do like to keep our eye on what is included, what we get, at the same time, I think it's really important to keep our eye on where we're really going and what we're really doing. So I'd love to hear from you all in the comments what you think about this whole situation. And I am so excited about Trafalgar going on the river. It's gonna just grand. All of these wonderful opportunities are opening up. So thanks for joining me here today. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.